Alrighty, I woke up today, I hopped on Steam, and I seen that we had a new update about the summer update coming out for Abiotic Factor. And so what we have here is, approaching crush depth, our second look at the summer update. So we have two major new sectors are on the way, and at least a porter world, maybe two, maybe three. Looks like we're gonna have some secrets to uncover. It's hard to say, but we won't. There's security. Are you finding the status report hard to follow? Well, get used to it, bucko, because the dim lighting in the security sector is bound to make the navigation difficult. Previously, they teased a small sampling of the security sector with the image, was mostly a black blob. Here, we have a second one. Looks like it's going to be really dark back there. We hope you aren't afraid of the dark, but we are confident you will find your way to the light once again. All right, and we got gate security crates. Speaking of security, which I know in our playthrough we've been running into a lot of these, haven't been able to figure out how to open it up. Speaking of security, we know you've been eyeing these large chunky crates. Luckily, the warden has finally followed through on something for once and opened up the new trading post. You'll be able to find him with a few things available for purchase, but that's all we can say right now. He's got a gun after all. So, got a new trading post for security. It looks like nachos for a stapler. It's hard to make out what that item is, but it's for a gun cleaning kit. And then those two look like two new items, maybe items that we haven't ran into yet in our playthrough. We have the hydro plant. Perhaps when you explore enough of the concrete superstructure, you'll be bold enough to strap on the new rebreather, and slip into those murky depths. So it looks like we're going to be able to get a rebreather and really explore under the water. You know, you never know what's waiting for you in those dark waters. Maybe some food or weird alien technology or seaweed or something. Need to cool off further? Take a sip into the snowy mountains of the Vasor facility. Though its brisk vacation may not be relaxing as you hoped. It looks like there's an image, but it didn't load. With the new temperature system, we'd recommend grabbing or crafting some cozy gear to keep you warm enough to head to toe. We've completely reworked the temperature system, making it both easy to understand and fun to counteract. Lasers. You have power and defense all in one. Power your home from near or far. Just watch where you step. We're excited to see what crazy stuff you can come up with using the laser system. We just build the thing. You're the ones that are supposed to put it to use after you also build it because it is a survival crafting game. Fair enough. Fishing. Oh, we're going to get fishing? The research division has gone fishing. Literally, we've done a bit of work on fishing, but since it's not quite ready to show, here's a little debug nonsense for you to stare at. We're spending a lot of time getting the feel right, and we're trying to keep the fishing activity as in-world as possible. Here are rumors of a fishing skill with unlockable perks, but that sounds like a whale of a tale, if you ask us. So it looks like we're going to have fishing, the fishing perk, and perks, unlockable perk trees, possibly to unlock better fishing rods, maybe different lures, maybe be able to actually pull in different size fish. And then we have the chef's counter. We've also moved a lot of food recipes and fish butchery, is that the word, over to the chef's counter, a split table which can be crafted fairly easily to fit nicely into your base and help bring out the worst food-obsessed habits for your chef-oriented scientists of your group. So Beast will have a fun time with this. What grows beneath? We aren't quite ready to show it all off, but a few new plants are hitting the waves and caves. This appears to be some kind of psychedelic rice. The new dishes could be in store. And storage by tag. We've made a major change to certain inventories. Zag says it's for a good gameplay balance. It says it's because he hates us, but us, I mean the cool scientist, supposedly this big brain game designer, feels that certain containers are overpowered and thinks that restricting items by tag, we will expand our bases and not just use refrigerators to store everything. Whatever you say. Now, certain containers can only hold certain types of items. This currently only applies to the fridge, being able to only hold food or mostly food items, and the med kits only able to hold medical items. Okay, so what they're doing is like refrigerators, medical cabinet supplies are on the wall. You can only really put, food in the refrigerator, food-esque items in the refrigerator, assuming it's probably anything you can consume. Water bottles, of course. And then you can only put medical items in the little medical boxes that are up on the wall instead of just being able to put anything in there. So you can't just like package up a couch and throw it in the fridge. We have the radial wheel improvements. In news that makes it like Zach does actually care about us instead of wanting us to watch us pack rats. Relentlessly suffer. There are now a bunch of new easy-to-use radical wheels coming in the crushing depth. When accessing charging stations, you can hold interaction to bring up the wheel for all available charging items in your inventory and place one if you want. Instead of just scrolling through, you can just pull it up and just pop it no matter where it's in your inventory. When holding down the flashlight action, you can bring the radial wheel to the toggle which flashlight you can want instead of having to cycle through. As before, you'll be able to still tap the action cycle through these items, but this should bring a nice massaging effect to your experience. This is also a good time to remind you that also already have a medical wheel. If you hold the health key, X, I didn't even know that. If you hold the health key, so X by default, if you hold X, it'll pull up a healing medical wheel. I didn't even know about that. But wait, there's more. The SUV. But we're going to say a lot more about the following features, but they're just so gosh darn busy these days and that we don't want to stop and talk about it. We just want to create. We still have a lot left to do. Here's a small sampling of some other things that are on the way in the crushing depth, and we assure you this is not all. So we got the SUV. The boys are going to have a blast with the SUV. I know Beast has been looking for like a vehicle that we can drive. He already loves driving the forklift. Imagine, the SUV is just going to be a whole new way to explore. And then you all guessed it, the moisture teleporter. I actually don't know what this is, but it looks I honestly don't know. It's like you got your teleporter stand. If somebody knows, feel free to leave a comment. I haven't seen anything about this. And then you have your carbon structures to make, we can use carbon to build crates, boxes, barricades, ramps, walls. We got scope weaponry. We can put a scope on our sniper, or a sniper's coming into the game. I know that there's a bunch of snipers that are around the map that we've defeated but haven't been able to get them to drop a sniper yet. Don't know if it's actually in the game yet or if this is the update that's going to be bringing it. And then we have a performance note. We also want to take a moment to address some performance concerns. We are on top of it. We spent an enormous amount of time this update overhauling a few areas of the game, especially labs, and planning ahead of some of the new sectors, Hydroplan in particular, which is quite massive in scale. In Crush Depth, these areas will do a lot more loading and unloading as you move about the space for much greater efficiency. We expect some hiccups along the way since we're technically pulling levels apart and putting them back together. We expect a few oddities and existing saves using those areas. Nothing catastrophic, most likely just some duplicate respawn objects, and you may see some visual changes from this. Changing how some areas might look from a distance in an ongoing process, but we're really happy to report we're seeing improved performances in these areas. We'd like to do this with a lot more areas along the way. We'll keep you posted. We'll talk more about this on release day. We set expectations and let you know if there's anything to watch out for. We don't expect many bumps here, but we're entering a large internal testing phase now and should iron out some of the kinks in no time. You said summer, it's already summer. Yes, these things are both true. We will leave it up to scientific community to do the math here. We trust that you can do it. One last foggy fact, Dr. Thule has been making improvements to the facility's ventilation systems and claims he can control the weather. What the heck does that mean? The man is losing it, I tell you. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for checking out today's preview for the upcoming summer update Crush Depth. If you missed the first installment, please check it out right here. Please continue leaving us excellent feedback, good reviews, and do not fall asleep during the IS-0059 sightings. Alrighty, well, it looks like that is everything for the new, the new update, the summer update. Not sure when it's going to be coming out. I'm sure, it's July 25th. Right now of making this video, so I can assume we might see a little bit more of it. If they're entering a testing phase, this just came out on Wednesday. If they're entering a testing phase now, I can imagine we can expect it sometime maybe mid-August, maybe near the end of August, to be able to actually see the update. But no, I'm really excited. This is going to be a lot of fun. I know me and the guys have just, we really only just got into it. Oh, the fishing loaded. Oh man, the fishing loaded. And that's the laser? Oh, everything loaded. Okay, hang on. The fishing. So throw it in. I'm guessing this is just all still part of like the test. But this looks like it's going to be fun. But he's fishing in a swimming pool. I wonder if you can just fish in any body of water like Minecraft. That would be interesting. Just being able to pull up just anything. Because then you could just really, you can kind of just travel to any spot where there's water and fish in it. But yeah, this looks like it's everything for the update so far that we've seen. I'm really excited to go underwater and see everything that's down there. And I'm excited for the sniper and SMG. I'm honestly just excited for the whole update itself. I know me and the guys really only just got into getting into the game, still exploring, trying to complete the game's main story. So I know there's a lot more still to do. So hopefully we can catch up before this comes out so we can just dive right into all the new stuff as soon as the update comes out. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you again. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, tell me about your day. Tell me what you're excited for. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you again.